The Target Series is rounding out its regular season with these final 2 races to make the postseason, the first of which is at Kentucky for the running of the KFC 300. Jay Jefferson in the 05 has the pole for today's race, to his outside the 43 of Paul Taylor. Then the Valvoline cars, 3rd and 4th Landon Lyons and Blake Petrus, and rounding out the top 5 is Oliver Galloway. In 6th, it's Trey Rainey. 7th place is Ryan Taylor, our points leader. 8th is Levi Shones. In 9th, we have Max Anderson, and George Cooper rounds up the top 10. The rest of the field is Josephine O'Neill. To her outside is James DeCurligan. Then behind them, Jeff Bright and Alexander Rowe. Then we have Jennifer Buford and Jonathan Buford. Behind them, Anthony Charbois and Justin Heath. Then we have Greg Torres and William Bullen. Michael Canto with Anthony Hernandez. Then there's Mitchell Collins and Ryan Brommer. We have Jake Galloway and Jacob Davidson. Then there's Eli Bright and Jim Gambit, along with Marcus Sachi and Adam McDowell. Then we have Luke Rainey and Sebastian Kukulon. Mathis Wells with Code Luigi. Then Jason Larker and Riley Spurleytube. Derek Hamill with John Gambit. Then we have Evan Hunter and Danny Lloyd. And in the final row, Marshborough on the A9, and 2's outside the 07 of Roman Fenway. So there's our starting lineup for the KFC 300 at Kentucky as we get closer to the chase for the Target Series. Let's go down trackside, get the command to fire these engines up here at Kentucky.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the command has been given to get going here at Kentucky. As the field forward 2 rolls off the starting grid, Jay Jefferson and Paul Taylor are going to lead us to the green flag for the second to last race before the chase. The big story for these drivers' seasons. Kentucky can make or break some of these drivers' seasons. We have wildcard spots on the line, top 10 spots on the line, all in between. We'll see who can get into the chase, and maybe someone could win their way into the chase, possibly get a wild card here at Kentucky. 30 laps of action around the Kentucky Speedway, 1.5 miles each turn around. Jay Jefferson on pole in the 05, passing very frequent, so it'll be interesting to see how this race plays out. The green flag in the air, we're racing at the Kentucky Speedway. Drivers are already wasting no time. 4 wide lap 1. Oliver Galloway leads lap 1. Here comes our points leader Ryan Taylor to the inside for the lead. Jeff Bright the 3 behind. Bright takes a half lane lower for the lead off turn 2. Jeff is one of them in a position to make the chase if everything goes right for him. Contact down the back. Into the inside wall for George Cooper. And Jake Galloway's upside down. Flips back up the racetrack. And a lot of cars involved. There's the 20 of Mathis Wells. Adam McDowell. Luke Rainey, John Gambit, Jason Larker. And the 16 and the 18 roll down the racetrack. Galloway and McDowell both end up on all fours. More cars wrecking with Danny Lloyd, Riley Spurleytube. Yellow flag on lap number 2. The big one. Off into turn 3. Oh, around goes O'Neill. She saves it. I don't see much damage to that car, if at all. She should be fine. She should get back up in line where she was. Back in front was Jennifer Buford. Anton Charbois, our truck winner here at Kentucky, was 3rd. Jeff Bright in 2nd. A hard crasher Galloway, and a big points there for Adam McDowell and Luke Rainey. Rainey barely had wildcard spot. McDowell is barely trying to make it into the chase. We'll see what happens. The caution is out. Jake Galloway goes for a flip down the backstretch and collects so many others. So right here, you'll see they go 5 wide. George Cooper is in the middle. He was behind Levi Shones. He makes a move to the bottom of Shones, and that was just never going to work out. 5 wide. And right here, he's trying to back off. Shones gets up into Trey Rain a little bit, then comes down to Cooper, spins him a little bit there. The 38 then comes down into Jake Galloway. They get hooked together. Nothing Galloway or Cooper could do there. Into the inside wall, and Galloway does a complete barrel roll in the air from the wall. Back up comes George Cooper. He gets Derek Hamill. Then Adam McDowell gets into it. Gets squeezed into the wall by Luke Rainey. The 16 up in the air. There's Wells on his side. The 20 car riding the wall. The 16 flipping down the racetrack. The 20 back on all fours. The 16 flipping down the track. Galloway rolling off the wall down the banking. The 16 on all fours. The 18 on all fours. John Gambit drives away. Larker drives away. Wells drives away. But the 22 is definitely done. The 18 and the 16 definitely done as well. And this could definitely put some slower traffic into play here at Kentucky. A few camera angles for this. My God. 18 soared in the air. There's Lloyd in the 21 with his damage. As he was collecting, I think he tried to get down pit road. Spray Tube was to his inside, and they make contact. What a vicious impact, though. That is scary. And that's horrible for some, as we mentioned, some drivers' chase chances. That's horrible for Luke Rainey and Adam McDowell. There's the contact. Look at that 18, just up in the air. We've seen so many hard crashes here before Kentucky. And this one, no different. I think Cooper may have been trying to get on pit road as well in the 38. That may have caused what happened up ahead with Spur. I think they just made some contact. I don't think anyone really got crashed in that incident. One more look at it. They come down the backstretch. There's contact in the inside wall. Galloway, a complete barrel roll in the air. Flipping back up the racetrack. McDowell squeezing the wall up in the air. He goes and he takes out a nasty tumble down the racetrack. Wells lands back on all fours after being on his side. McDowell ends up back on all fours, and so is Galloway. Right here, here's the contact. I think the 21 trying to get down pit road. Spray Tube 2's inside. They make some contact. Luckily, though, Spray Tube keeps his car straight and doesn't hit the outside wall. So, leading the back to the caution flag, the number 62 of Jennifer Beeford. She stays out on the racetrack, and she'll lead us back to the green flag in the KFC 300 here at Kentucky. Going back green, lap number 7 here at Kentucky, Jennifer Beeford, the 62, a champion of the Target Series out front, another champion behind her, and Jeff Bright. Danny Lloyd, Luke Rainey, Adam McDowell, Jake Galloway, and George Cooper have taken their cars to the garage, and they'll be done for the day. Some cars that were involved in the crash were still on the racetrack. Matt as well as Jason Larker and John Gambit. Marcia Burrow the same there. So we'll see how they get up to speed here on this restart. Jennifer Beeford, as I mentioned, past champion of the Target Series, season number 6 champion out front. A 2-time Target Series champion, Jeff Bright behind her in second. Then Charles Baugh, the truck winner here yesterday in third. Ryan Taylor, our points there in fourth, and William Bowman trying to get back up, further up in the points inside the top 5. They have Oliver Galloway, Michael Cantor was second in points, Josephine O'Neill, Landon Lyons, and Mitchell Collins as the top 10. Back racing for second already, Charles Baugh to the inside. Ryan Taylor takes it 3 wide. Taylor wants 5 points for leading a lap. Down the back stretch. Taylor closing on Buford. Now moves to the inside. Here comes the 10 of Oliver Galloway. That's for second. Buford, the 62, stays clear. And here comes second in points, Michael Canto. He wants 5 bonus points. Through 3 and 4. Galloway to run the 10 to the inside. Down the front stretch, side by side to lead lap number 7. Oliver Galloway takes a shortcut down low to lead lap number 7. On to lap 8. Here comes Landon Lyons, the 60 down low to turn 1. The 11 Mitchell Collins behind him. Josephine O'Neill was sideways under the caution flag. Obviously no damage to that car because she's still in this inside the top 5. Here comes Mitchell Collins down the back stretch looking for the lead to turn 3. Galloway tries to shut the door. He can't do it. Collins to the bottom. O'Neill to the bottom. The 34 takes it 3 wide for the lead. Down the front stretch. The 11 leads the lap. 4 wide further back. Trey Rainey to the bottom lane. Rainey almost needs another victory to get into the chase. If he gets another victory, that could be huge for a wild card spot. O'Neill clears down the backstretch. The 34 car slides up. Here comes Paul Taylor, the 43 down low. To the inside of the 34 to turn 3. Has the position. Trey Rainey, while wouldn't be great, points are also great for him. If he can get up here and lead a lap for 5 points, that could be big towards his chase chances as well. He's just outside the top 20 in points. And with the 22 wrecking out, which is a possible wildcard spot, that's big for him. Petrus in the 15 to the inside looking for the lead to turn 1. Has the nose. Jeff Bright was looking for the lead. But here comes the 05 of Jay Jefferson, our pole sitter coming back forward. He's inside the top 5. As Anthony Hernandez, who's been so close to victory lane in all 3 series, has not been able to close it out. He's looking for 1 here today. He was second in the truck race just yesterday. Jeff Bright for the lead. It looks like he leads lap number 11, or lap number 10. So we are a third of the way through the race. 10 laps down, 20 laps to go. Jeff Bright the 3 out front, trying to control this race. Behind him is a hungry rookie of Anthony Hernandez. Oh, blowing up in the middle of the field. It's the 11 Mitchell Collins. He gets low as quick as he can. Holds up a few drivers, but that was a great job of the 11 driver. Mitchell Collins understanding what was happening there. Big issue for him. He gets out of the way, though, out of harm's way. Holds up some drivers for a very short second. Great job by Collins there, the 11. He gets low. He's off pace. He's going to come down pit road. Obviously, that's going to be terminal as there is smoke coming out of that 11 car. Hernandez, while that was happening, grabs the race lead. Here comes the champion, Jennifer Buford, to the inside. Eli Bright, the 88, coming forward. He has 3 wins on the season, just like Michael Canto. Eli's top 10 in points. He wants his 4th of the season. Here he comes to the inside for the lead. They're coming to 18 to go. 4 wide in the pack. And maybe those drivers that got held up, that could be a blessing in disguise. Because with how they're racing, I do not want to be in this front pack. Eli Bright leads to turn 1. Here comes the double zero for Justin Heath. To the inside comes Ryan Barber, the 49. Down the back stretch. Contact being made in the pack. I just don't see this working out very well. They are 4 wide. Here comes Landon Lyons, 3 wide. Eli Bright continues to lead. Down the front stretch. O'Neal coming back to 34. She looks pretty fast. Even after spinning under that caution flag, she's still pretty fast. Now the second pack that got held up, they're getting single filed out, so they are running down this front pack in a hurry. Now Oliver Galway for a second. Eli Bright loving what he's seeing. He's just controlling the lanes. Oh, contact! In the wall for Jeff Bright and Blake Petrus. They go around down the backstretch. The yellow flag will come out. And they're still wrecking down the backstretch. Eli Bright leads back to the caution flag with 16 laps of racing to go in the KFC 300. Oliver Galway second. James DeCurligan in third. Yellow is out was for a crash down the backstretch. Jeff Bright the 3. Watch how he's trying to make the chase. He's involved. It looked like Blake Petrus the 15 as well. And it may have been only those two. We'll see if anyone in the second pack was involved. Oh! Wreck! And it's Brommer with Roman Fenway and Levi Shones. Under the yellow flag. That second pack has to get woed up here. Oh! Spurley and Shones. And that might end both of their days right there. The yellow flag. And then a wreck under the yellow flag. So we'll see who happened to bring out the caution. Then we'll see who happened to wreck under the yellow flag. So back in front, Eli Bright. We'll see what happened to his father, Jeff Bright, as the 3 car in danger now of missing the chase for season number 7. There was contact made in the middle of the field. I think that's the 15 Blake Petrus right there, just behind the 62 Jennifer Buford. Gonna get her right in that quarter panel, spins her down. They get into Jay Jefferson, the 15 slides back up. Jeff Bright's in order to go in the 3. They hit together. Greg Torres, the 7 does a great job. The 01 does a great job. 89 a great job. They all do a great job. That second pack did a great job missing those drivers. There's only those 2 that went spinning. But a tough break for Jeff Bright and Blake Petrus. This is not what they need to try and make the chase for season number 7 of the Target Series. Especially Jeff Bright. We'll have to see how that damage is. If it's going to hold them up or not. I would think the 15 has some pretty heavy damage. I thought I saw some pretty heavy damage on the front end of the 3 as well. Yeah, there is some pretty good damage. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But then Levi Shones under the caution with Ryan Brown and some others. They're racing back 4 wide. So honestly, not shocked that they wrecked coming back. 4 wide trying to get Sword back down to 3 wide, double file, and then back to single file. Ryan Taylor, Shones right there in the 27. Hard to tell from that angle, but Brommer got the worst of it. Shones was fine. Fenway had some damage, and then the 27 started coming up as he was emerging, and he just went up right into Spurley, who was coming back to get caught back up to the line. So I don't understand what Shones was thinking there, because he was pretty fine, actually. I don't think he really had damage. I'm trying to tell who clipped the 49 in this. If there's a possible camera angle we could see here. There's the 49. And it looks like 62 Buford got Brommer. And look at the hit for the 49 into the inside wall right there. Hard with Roman Fenway. So that obviously might take the 49 out of contention. I think he might be out of the race even. The 07, he might be out of contention. The 27 is Shones definitely out of contention as well. Right there, that hit going to definitely end his chances. So the yellow flag out for the second time here today, just before the halfway point. Eli Bright was dominating up to this point. As he leads us back to the caution flag, we'll stay on the racetrack and we'll restart with just over 10 to go in the KFC 300. 12 laps to go here at the Kentucky Speedway. Eli Bright, the 88, out front looking for his 4th victory on the season. Now out we have Mitchell Collins, the 11. Remember how he was slow under the caution flag with that issue. Gearbox for him. Tough break for the 11 team. Riley's Purdue out on with Ryan Brown and Levi Shones. So the only drivers that retired from the race were the ones that wrecked under the caution flag. 33 cars on the left. Jeff Bright, the last of them, in the 3. Eli Bright, Jeff's son, is out front. Second, we have Oliver Galway, James DeCurligan, William Bullen, and Jonathan Buford round out the top 5. Jim Gammett, Joseph Neal, Paul Taylor, Marcus Sachi, and Trey Rainier are the front 10. Eli got a good restart there. He got away from Galway. The 10 really spun the tires there. Hard to get up to the speeder. Comes Bullen for 3rd. Great restart for William Bullen. He'll grab the 3rd position. Jim Gammett behind him gets 4th. Down the back stretch. Bullen with the run down the back stretch. Moves up higher. Comes to 48. Jim Gammett to the bottom. That is for 3rd. Meanwhile, Eli Bright's loving what he's seeing. He gets out front. They keep down behind. Eli can pull away. He's going to win it handily. Down the front stretch. Here comes Trey Rainey, the 25. 3 wide for a top 5 spot. He's up to 4th. Remember, Trey Rainey has a lot riding for him here today. He needs a great result or a win. A win would be the best. A great result will be just as good. Marcus Satchel is inside for fourth. Gets that no. Up front though, the front three starting to come together. Galloway gets the track from Jim Gammon to get up onto the 88 of Eli Bright. Down the front stretch, 10 laps of racing to go here at Kentucky. 15 miles to go. Here comes Jim Gammon to the inside of the 40. Anthony Hernandez for fourth. O'Neal behind in the 34. Gambit grabs second away. Trying to slide up down the backstretch. But the 10 gets the run off the top side and is still up there. Now to turn 3. Gambit is in the bottom lane to get clear of the 10. Marcus Sachi the run to the inside for third. The one of Hernandez behind him. Sachi gonna grab third at the start-finish line. The one of Hernandez. Trying to get there as well to the inside. Here comes Sachi for second. 12 looking strong right now. They saved some tires. We're going to find out. They're coming to 8 laps of racing to go. This is a time in the race now where tire wear will start to take effect, and the inside won't be as strong as it was. It's still going to be the preferred lane, but if you do not make the move at the right time with the right run, you will not make the pass. Eli Bright leads with 8 to go. Once again looking for his 4th W on the season. Sachi in the 12 behind in second. Anthony Hernandez, third in the 1. Josephine O'Neal up to 4th. In the battle for 5th, Paul Taylor to the inside, Jim Gammon. Here comes the double zero, just needs forward. The 60 land line splits to the middle lane. Taylor goes to the inside of O'Neal for 4th. 7 to go this time by Hernandez with the run for second. To the inside goes, down the front stretch. 7 to go here at Kentucky. The battle for second, allowing Eli Bright to stay out front. Hernandez is going to clear through 1 and 2. So the 1 to second, which is where he finished the truck race yesterday. Can he get to victory lane here today? Jim Gammon makes a move to the bottom lane in the 40. They stay side by side for a second. No one gaining the advantage. Now Hernandez finally through 3 and 4 will clear. Slide up the racetrack in front of the 12. And has 6 laps to now chase down Eli Bright. But has pressure from the double zero, the 98, the 40, the 10, and others coming from behind. Here comes the double zero to the bottom lane to turn 1. Gets down there. That is for the second position. Max Anderson takes it 3 wide, the 98 car. This is what Eli wants to see. They're 3 wide bound behind for a second. Eli is just staying on firm right now. He's dominated the second half of this race. Here they are. 5 laps of racing to go in the KFC 300. Yellow flag would end it. Anderson to second. Eli Bright leads in the 88. Oliver Galloway the 10 through to third. Lap traffic in the form of Blake Petrus ahead. Down the backstretch, they are 4 wide. A yellow flag would end it, as we mentioned. Trey Rainey coming forward, the 25. Ryan Taylor, the 23, also on the inside. Our points leader. Going to try and gain points. The battle for second, allowing Eli Bright to pull away, 4 to go, and they're 4 wide behind. Just Neath up to second, the double zero. Can he now try and run down the 88? Trey Rainey split to the middle as William Bolin comes through. Now, how does Petrus play into this race for the lead? Does Eli Bright get around without difficulty? He doesn't! To the outside! The double zero to the inside, but the outside lane goes! Eli clearing the 88! Oliver Galloway to second! Now Galloway for the lead! The 15 holding the law drivers up the inside lane goes! 3 to go side by side for the top spot! Oliver Galloway the 10! Trying to steal from Eli Bright, he takes the lead away! He's won the last 2 Gatorade Cup Series races, the Southern 500 and the Brickyard 400. Can he add a Target Series win here in Kentucky? Eli quickly back to the inside. Great run for the 88. He's been so strong here in the second half of the race. He's going to get back by the 10, coming to 2 to go. Eli back out front. 2 to go at Kentucky. Can Galloway get back by in the 10? To turn 1. Battling back as a 10 in the draft of the 88, a little bit lower through 1 and 2. And down the backstretch, closes in. White flag will be in the air. It'll be the last lap of the KFC 300. Can anyone get by the 88 of Eli Bright? Galloway trying the 10. He blocks off the 98 Max Anderson, but the 98 with the runoff turn 4. Tries to get to the inside in the tri-oval. White flag is waving. Last lap in the KFC 300. To the inside for a second. Goes to 98. This could help the 88 of Eli Bright out to turn 1. As the 98 gets tight down low, that's only going to help the 88. As they're 3 wide behind for second down the backstretch. Eli Bright pulls away, looking for his 4th victory, season number 7. To turn number 3, Eli Bright pulls away, dominates the second half of the KFC 300. Checkered flag in the air. 88 to victory lane. Eli Bright wins at Kentucky. It's a wreck. And it's Trey Rainey across the start finish on the 89 to 40. Canto slides up and gets Alexander Rowe. Big crash. The second pack flying through to the start finish line. Huge collision. Trey Rainey crosses the start finish line. Canto on the grass when he came across. The big one at the end brings out the caution flag, but Eli Bright crossed the start finish line to win the KFC 300. Let's see what happened to Rainey and the others as they came to the start finish line. They were 4 wide battling here. They come off turn 4. Burrow clipped there into the inside. There goes O'Neal and Canto through the grass. Burrow comes up. Gambit slides into him. The 24 slides up against the 09. Chaos on the white flag lap to the checkered flag. That's what we expect to see out of these races. How about O'Neal? As she was sideways on the grass, she gassed it up and kept it going straight to finish the race inside the top 15. It could have been inside the top 10 for that 34. It's like they give her the 11th position. The 89 who was spinning across the start finish line. I'll have to update it here. 89 got 19th. So crazy ending to the race. Eli Bright battles through the lap traffic to win the KFC 300 for his 4th victory of season number 7. Let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the KFC 300 at the Kentucky Speedway. 3 caution flags for 8 laps, 6 lead changes, 6 different drivers leading laps. Eli Bright, the 88, from 28th to 19 of 30 laps led in victory lane, the most laps of anyone here tonight. Max Harrison is up 2nd, William Bowen 3rd, Justin Heath 4th, and Oliver Galloway in 5th. Then Ryan Taylor extends the points lead in 6th, Paul Taylor in 7th, and to Charles Bois, our truck winner, in 8th. James DeCurligan and Landon Lyons round out the top 10. As we look at the top 20, Michael Canto, 2nd in points coming into the race, finishes 16th and wrecking across the start-finish line. So Ryan Taylor definitely going to be our points leader, I believe, after Richmond. Once again, though, the points leader doesn't matter going into the chase. You don't really get an extra bonus for it. It's just pride and maybe some momentum. 32 cars on lead lap at the end. 33 finished running. Blake Petras, the only slow car to be caught during this race, in 33rd. As you look down here, Schoen's on down, out from crashes. Let's now go see the points heading into the final race of the regular season. Here are the point standings after Kentucky, and the chase is on the line heading into Richmond. Ryan Taylor, a 192-point lead over Michael Canto, who is 2nd in points. William Bowen keeps his 3rd spot. Eli Bright that wins up to 4th. Landon Lyons up inside the top 5 now. Then Cole Luigi is down to 6th. Oliver Galloway is 7th. Sebastian Kukulon, Adam McDowell, his teammate, and Mathis Wells round out the top 10. So there are our top 20. How about this for Roush Fenway? 5th, 8th, and 9th in points. Right now, all of them are in the top 10 in points and in the chase if it were to stay. Our 2 wild cards, Max Anderson, the 98, John Gambit, the 87. So still not many drivers outside the top 10 in points inside the top 20 with a win to get that wild card. And Max Anderson, if he gains 3 points, he's in to the top 10 in points. Roman Fenway 20th with his victory, but they have drivers, say someone like Blake Petras wins, O'Neal wins, Jay Jefferson, Jeff Bright, Evan Hunter. Jeff Bright has been so great at Richmond in the past, especially in the Target Series. He swept here a few seasons ago. It wouldn't shock me if he gets back to victory lane. Luke Rainey, he's possibly going to need another win. Same with Trey Rainey. Ryan Brommer, 26th. Jonathan Buford. I really think if you're Brommer, you're the last driver at the shot. And that's even giving some credit there as well. Cooper 33rd, Alexander Rowe 35th, Jeffrey Buford 38th. The winners this season have just not had any luck go their way. So the regular season is going to come to an end as we head to the postseason. Richmond, the last race to make the chase. It's the Toyota Care 250. Who will be the 12 drivers after this race battling for the championship for the Target Series? I'll see you guys then.